trucks from Mercedes. I resage Chukwueze, then my babies. Label hit be trying to sway me, pay me. Wrote the game 2020, you can see it plainly. Can't nobody play me, I kill everything innately. At the helm of the mothership of drip, you can see me leaking. Shh, be quiet, a real speaking. Voice of God, every word I jot, feel the spirit breathe.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Tonight, it's the first of 2 here on this Monday night, as it'll be the defending NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Now a third-round pick a year ago. Here's Rachaad White. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. You look at this Eagle defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Mayfield's throw taken in by Evans here. The quick slant, good for a first down, a gain of 12. Mayfield. He's got his man. It's White. On the move past the 40. Now he's free at the 35. And finally marked down at the 23. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Bucs at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind is certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
On third down, Mayfield. And Evans calls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. It's caught. And it's 8-0. Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go with a former Lion. It's DeAndre Swift. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Doesn't look to be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And it's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a good call there. That brings up 4th. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's taken on the 25. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
You look at this Eagle defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
They held them to well under 200 yards of total offense. That's a number you can really focus on, too, because the way offenses run in today's game, they're usually pretty smooth, and they give you a lot of misdirection, a lot of trickery. They were able to hold in there and stuff them.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it. A 4th down. Here's Jake Camarda on to punt for the Bucs. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Hurts going to move them around.
And an Eagle 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They go play action with Hurts. Rolling to his right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is going to get out of bounds through the end zone, and that will go as is a turnover as the defense will get it at the 20-yard line. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. Saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7.
Let's go. Alert, alert. Hey, alert 33.
Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Well, 2 snaps ago, I don't think anyone thought a safety was on the table, yet it happened. They caught him on back-to-back plays, breaking through the line. No amount of evading was going to save him from a sack on either play, and on the last one, he ran too deep into the end zone to set up the safety.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 8, Eagles 2.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Play action. Here's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there and in the process picks up the first down. Now back to throw. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Hurts to throw. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. And not an easy spot here yards to try to pick up the first. Throwing is Hurts. Flushed out right. Hurts fumbles it, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they take over in a precarious spot here, albeit after forcing the fumble at the goal line. This is safety territory as they start from their own 1. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Slot man moves right.
Hey, alert, 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 alert!
Out of his end zone, Mayfield. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
But based on the last 2 play calls we just witnessed, the word conservative is not in their playbook. Incomplete, and then they decide to throw deep from this point on the field. That's a team that's really getting after it.
Mayfield on third down from his end zone. That's complete to Palmer. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Run, run, run.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete.
Intended for number 83, incomplete. On the coverage.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Mayfield. And this one is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 18. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, he covered a lot of ground, 82 yards on the punt return. And the Eagles are an extra point away from capturing the lead.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Elliott good on the extra point, and with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Palmer going to go in motion left.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. What's up?
On second down, Mayfield again. Open man, it's Palmer. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Throwing, Mayfield to Evans on the slant. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Run, run, run. Stop.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
What's up? Real, real, real. Regular, regular, regular. What's up?
Mayfield now. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle.
There he goes, left side. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. His 4th rushing touchdown of the year, his 5th overall. And the Buccaneers are once again back in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The
And now it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They're just going to find a way to get it done.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation.
It's really something special when we see a quarterback top 100 yards in one half of football. And if he keeps up this pace in the second half, the NFL record for single-game rushing by a QB is certainly in sight.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Their entire offense has been centered on him, and he's been carrying the load with ease. 100 yards rushing in a game for a quarterback is rare. In a single half, darn near a masterpiece.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Hurts fumbles it, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
1st down, here's White. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A great effort there. 50 yards. And the Bucs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. This time, the extra point up and good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Now he's free to midfield. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Following the interception, Mayfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Alert, 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 alert.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Pistol, pistol, pistol. Run, run, run.
From the gun, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front.
Second half straight ahead from Raymond James Stadium. Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. So for the Coachman, let's get back over to Tampa and rejoin Coach Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
It's complete to Watt. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A big play there for Philly. And even 60 yards.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on third down.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves,
and this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here. Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
On second down, they'll run with White. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On third down, Mayfield. Hard throw, incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Swift going to try up the middle. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And let's see, the Bucs with 6 DBs, so a dime set here on 3rd down. They go play action with Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. That offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here and climb back into this game in the 3rd quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick 6.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person just ended up in the end zone with the football. He was the one that answered the bell.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins. He scored on a punt return, and now he's scored through the air. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Elliott good with a PAT. And this is back to an 8-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Mayfield to throw it. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 48 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
On 1st down, it's Tucker. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 31, here's 2nd down and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Tucker, and they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
McLaughlin for the Buccaneers field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still,
and there he goes again. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Eagles. And that big fourth quarter return, Charles, makes this a one-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they just had a big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for two? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
Hurts will throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the fourth. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Things sure were looking good for them at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you've got to match the gas yourself. Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for you? Who's going to take care of business now that you're being pressed? It is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden clinging to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead.
Nolan Smith, a late first-round pick, in on the tackle.
They stay on the ground with White. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
The 71 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
They'll go up the middle with White, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Palmer. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a first down as well. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. And just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with White.
And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Good gain there on 1st down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Mayfield to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Mayfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Flush to his right. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses will focus so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
They'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. White running to the left. And they'll take this one down to the 36. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down